Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Monday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, the Batters Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com, Restored Motions, RestoredMotions.com, and ProCharge, ProChargeEV.com. Hope y'all are having an awesome start to your week after a phenomenal finish to the weekend. The LSU women's basketball team are national champions, which is so freaking awesome. What a game yesterday. It was funny. I texted Gordy Rush yesterday after the game. I was like, can you believe that 1 week ago we were at Covey Rise on Sunday night watching the Elite Eight game against Miami, and neither team could score. We're watching these teams struggle to get to 40. It's in the fourth quarter. It's like 24-17. We're like, man, just. And then yesterday you get a championship game, 102-85, where LSU could not miss. I mean, what an incredible performance by so many, especially on a day where the referees were very whistle happy, which that's a very unfortunate part of the game, is there really wasn't a lot of flow to it. It was very choppy because you had so many whistles in the game. But they called it tight consistently both ways. LSU attempted 21 free throws. Iowa attempted 20. LSU was 15-21. Iowa was 15-20. Fouls, they whistled Iowa 19 times, LSU 18 times. So, LSU played the majority of the second quarter without Angel Reese and without Alexis Morris. Caitlin Clark went to the bench. Zanano went to the bench. I mean, the best. It was basically a test of the depth of the benches. How about Jasmine Carson coming out 7 for 7 from 3 in the first half? It's incredible, including the banked in 3 right at the end of the half. Sometimes it's your day. It was LSU's day. Both teams shot incredibly well, but LSU shooting 64% from 3 was really the differentiator in the game. So, and LSU out-rebounded Iowa 37-26, which is what they've done all year. They out-rebound people. They crash the offensive glass. 14 offensive rebounds for LSU to just 7 for Iowa. So, great day. Tigers are national champions. Awesome to see. Boy, I really upset some Tennessee and UConn fans on Twitter. So after the game, I tweeted with immeasurable respect to the late Pat Summitt, the great Gino Auriemma, Kim Mulkey, in a time of increased parity in women's college basketball, where it's harder now to win than ever. You've had a different champion each of the last 5 years. She has now won in not one but 2 places where she's built the program into a contender. She inherited an LSU team that won 9 games the year before she got here. She inherited Baylor, which was never, ever a contender, won 3 titles there. So I think she's the greatest women's college basketball coach ever. And boy, the Tennessee and UConn fans did not like that. But the point I'd give you is it's quality and circumstance over sheer quantity. For example, Michael Jordan has 6 championships. Bill Russell has 10. Michael Jordan is considered the greatest basketball player ever, not Bill Russell. Bill Russell is amazing, but there's a difference. So anyway, UConn and Tennessee fans did not like that. I got to pull this tweet up to tell you how many people have seen the tweet so far. It was pretty incredible. I think it was about 500,000. Hang on. I'll tell you right now. Here it is. Okay. 509,700 people have viewed that tweet. And I'm not trolling, I'm serious. It's just a subjective measure, that's all. If it's just strictly objective and you go on numbers, then like we would never have to have an MVP. Just give it to whoever throws for the most yards or runs for the most yards or scores the most points, whatever. Anyway, let's say some good mornings. And then the gymnastics team, they advance via tiebreaker. I don't know if you were watching that last night, but that was nerve-wracking. They were in the regional, and they ended up tied with Michigan. So two teams advanced. Denver advanced, and then LSU and Michigan were tied, so they had to go to the tiebreaker, which was all the dropped scores, and LSU advanced. Ooh. Keep on keeping on. Trivia Carter, good morning. Tim Gotro, good morning. Wacky Chris, good morning. Jason Mobile, yo. Brady Smith, morning, Matt. Our team won Best Sauce at Hogs this weekend. Okay. They raised $3.6 million at Hogs for the cause. That's awesome. What a weekend. Donovan Peterson, Joey Metke, good morning, good morning. Cajun Country, good morning. That was the first championship both my kids enjoyed watching. What a great memory when Mulkey get in her arena. Yeah, I don't know if they're building a new arena. But I think they will be renovating the PMAC again soon. Devin Kelly getting really upset with the idiots calling Angel Reese names. Dave Portnoy, Keith Olbermann basically cussed her out and called her names. It's sickening. Yeah, Portnoy has built his empire. For those who don't know, Dave Portnoy is the founder of Barstool. And he called Angel Reese trash and said a lot of not flattering things on Twitter. And Keith Olbermann called her, and I quote, a effing idiot. Yeah, I don't understand people sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? It just... Olbermann's a 64-year-old man. Angel Reese is 20. Like, you got a 64-year-old man calling a 20-year-old girl an effing idiot. Like, if that was my daughter, think of it that way. Like, what if some old man was calling your daughter an effing idiot? Huh. Like, where you want to meet so we can settle this thing. Sometimes it's better just to ignore the idiots. Tim Gotro, good morning. Coaches Johnson, Kelly, McMahon, all in their second year too, just saying. We'll love the three. I think Jay obviously has the best shot, but this year. But I mean, Brian Kelly could certainly make it happen. Larry Garner, Wendell Norman, Donovan Peterson, respect to Scott Woodward. Scott, when made it happen, man. And this was the objective. There was no consolation prize. I mean, it was win a national championship. That was always the goal and the expectation, and they got it done. Kelly Presley, good morning. Dale Broussard, hey Dad, good morning. Ryan Amanda Guidry, Greg Duga, Heels, the cool bad guy in wrestling. Boy, the interweb sure gave us that moniker. Yeah. Well, after Angel Reese did the "you can't see me" thing and pointed at the ring, ring finger in front of Caitlin Clark, I mean, it would be so hypocritical of me to criticize Angel Reese. I have said I love that there's personality in sports. I love that. I love when players and coaches talk trash. It adds way more excitement and talking points and storylines. It doesn't always have to be buttoned up, talking points, coach speak, cliches. I like honesty. Maybe that's just the talk show host in me because it makes it more interesting to talk about. But as a fan base, sometimes you have to accept that when that's your team, that you are the heel, and you can't criticize other fan bases for being classless or other teams for being classless when and then celebrate your team for doing the same. So you just, which side of the line are you on? Officiating almost ruined the game. At least horrible calls went both ways. They did. They just called it too tight. I mean, it didn't allow for there to be a lot of flow in the game. They were just, I mean, they averaged more than a whistle per minute. It was just, it was just a horribly officiated game. Father John David Mathern, good morning. Kelly Gross, Darren Reeves, good morning. Bubba Smith, Nolan Daigle. Craig Dukoff, we at basketball school now. I've been trying to tell y'all. Tybers Hertz, what's up? Renee Marks, Paul Losi, good morning. How about Shaq telling Keith Olbermann to shut his stupid mouth? I didn't see Shaq's tweet, but good for him. Like, that needs to happen. Like, people need to be willing to speak up against people like that. So, I'm looking for Shaq's tweet. I don't see, what did he reply to it or something? Oh yeah, there it is, okay. Perfect. Beautiful, Shaq. Beautiful. He said, shut your dumb behind up and leave Angel Reese alone. Good for him. I mean, how in the world can a grown man call a 20-year-old girl an effing idiot? Like where? Over doing this at a basketball game? Ugh. Anyway. Tyrus, what do you think about the can't see me gesture? I love it. I got no problem with it whatsoever. I love personality in sports. No problem with it whatsoever. Cliff Nelson, good morning. Can we give a big kick rocks to Danny Cannell? What a jerk with his tweet. Well, I didn't see Danny Cannell's tweet. I don't follow Danny Cannell. I think I've been muted actually on Twitter, so none of his stuff ever comes into my timeline. Again, that's just Danny Cannell is just a moron troll. You know what? Let's not talk about Danny Cannell and Keith Olbermann and Dave Portnoy. Like, let's not let those people ruin your joy today. Like, LSU won a national championship in women's basketball for the first time in history. Great team, obviously Hall of Fame coach. Some great players who came together, 9 new players, incredible performance by Jasmine Carson off the bench. I want to focus on that. Alexis Morris, was she 6 for 6 in the fourth quarter from the field? I want to focus on that and not the idiots who were worried about Angel Reese doing a can't see me gesture. Brad David, will Mulkey still have come to LSU if Oliva was the AD? No. Oliva wasn't going to fire Nikki Fargas. Weston Weaver, good morning. So stoked for our ladies. How many are we going to lose from this squad? How do they stand up South Carolina next year? Well, we're going to see what Aaliyah Boston does. I mean, she's pretty incredible. If she goes pro or if she comes back, we'll see. That's obviously a big part of it. But, I mean, you got to keep in mind, like, Angel Reese is back. I mean, Angel Reese was just a sophomore. Flaugier was just a freshman. Alexis Morris was a senior, so you're going to lose Alexis. LaDasia Williams was a senior. And Jasmine Carson was a senior. So, Terry Poole is sophomore. And look at, last year Poe was a sophomore. Look at, like, Samaya Smith, who's a freshman this year. You're bringing in the number 1 class in the country. So, you'll have a good core from this team back, and you're going to be adding to it. Makes it much easier to recruit now, too. All right, smash that like button if you would. 148 watching live. I love it. Take a quick second, smash that like button if you would. Facebook, please like the page, share the post. Let's see. It's always brought to you by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Oh, real quick, y'all. Real quick. This will be the last time I ask. Again, this will be the last time I ask. Because today, the Best of 225 voting ends. It ends at, I guess, through the day today. So this is it. Last chance to vote for Best of 225. I'll go ahead and drop the link in. Your boy was nominated for Best Radio Personality, and 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge was nominated for Best Radio Show. Again, voting ends today, so I'll go ahead and drop the link. If you haven't voted yet, please do so. Just take a quick second. Would appreciate it. And boom, there we go. And I'd appreciate it. Let's see. Greg Self, what's going on? Reed Rule, good morning. Donovan Peterson wins the parade. So the team is leaving Dallas today at 10 a.m. And oh my God. Sorry, like this guy keeps blowing up my phone about the game yesterday. Like, anyway, about all the injury stuff and everything. It's like, God, like let it go. Probably sent me 20 text messages. It's like, bro, let it go. Anyway, so the team is leaving Dallas around 10. There's supposed to be like a welcome home celebration around noon, 12:30. And then later this week, there's going to be the formal championship celebration, which they haven't announced details on that yet. But if you want to like welcome the team back, I think they're going to be back on campus around like 12:30. But they should have more details coming out. Let's see. Gotta go quickly. Y'all gotta go quickly. My friend Matt, my brothers and I live together. Watch Morning Scone most mornings. Really enjoy the show. On a funny note, we now refer to going to the bathroom, taking a morning scone. I guess I'm honored, but I'm flattered. That's great. I'm glad I could be that integral part of your morning, man. Thank you so much. Cheers. Cheers. Let's do a couple more minutes here. Catherine Babin, O'Donovan, Peterson. E-Rock brought the luck. She did. E-Rock, I'll tell you what, man, they made a heck of a trick. So E-Rock and her mom and her sister got up yet. So we were in New Orleans Saturday night for my brother-in-law's 50th birthday. We drove back, got back to Baton Rouge around midnight or so. They got up at 5 and were out the door on the road at like 6 and drove straight to Dallas. She's like, they got ready like in the parking garage, like they did their hair and changed and all that sort of stuff, and then went to the game. And after the game, they just went right back to the car, got on the road, and drove back. I was asleep by the time Erica got home last night. So, and then she was up and out to work. She was out before I even got up this morning. So, I haven't seen Erica in like 2 days. But they did, man. They made that run. What a memory. Rick Manuel, good morning. Renee Marks, Matthew Garner, good morning. Trying to check my Tiger bias. How do you feel about the class? Okay, yeah, I've talked plenty about the injuries thing already. Paul Losi, the bench was awesome. They were. Jeremy Kling, yeah, I just mentioned it, Jason. I'm not sure if you heard me. Yeah, they leave Dallas at 10, and they're supposed to land. And then there's a kind of a welcome home gathering if you want to welcome them back. But it's going to be like 12 or 12:30. I mean, I'll read the email from LSU Sports Information if you give me 1 second here. Where am I? Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's not loading. Sorry. Oh, God. Sorry. Anyway, let me see if LSU's put it on. if they've put it on their social media. I mean, I got an email. Like, they're leaving Dallas at 10, and they're planning on landing in Baton Rouge. It's like around noon. Anyway. Okay, let me see if we can go quickly here to get a few more in. I got to get Drew rolling. We got a busy day today. I'll get you an LSU Daily this morning. Get you AFR 3. I am planning to be at the Welcome Home thing to do a live hit on Handegrift's show for him when he's live. So let's see. Brooke Bordeaux, good morning. Jason Champagne, good morning. Stone Musso, love Matt's take on Mulkey being the GOAT. I'll be a little more expansive on it today on AFR, but I do want to talk about it. I mean, it's a subjective point of view that I have. I get it. Not everybody's going to agree. Probably most people don't agree, but I think the 4 titles Kim Mulkey has won, that collectively being the first coach to win a title in multiple schools in a time of increased parity makes it more impressive. For example, Rod Dedeaux, former Southern Cal baseball coach, won 11 College World Series championships with Southern Cal. 11. There is nobody that considers Rod Dedeaux the greatest college baseball coach ever. It's a Skip Bertman, Augie Garrido type argument. Is typically how it goes. It's not to say that you don't honor and respect what Rod Dedeaux did. He just did it in a different era where people weren't investing as many resources into college baseball, and there were no scholarship limits, and there was a lot of different reasons why it was easier. I don't want to say easy, but you understand what easier, right? So anyway, Bryson's Army. My wife is a UConn grad. We live in Connecticut. I'm about to be insufferable. All right, y'all. 7:58. I got to get going. Do me a favor. YouTube on the way out. Please smash that like button. Subscribe up to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Facebook, please like the page, share the post. Shout out to everybody. If I didn't get to your comment, my apologies. Deborah, yes, Erica made it home safely. And y'all have an awesome day. Again, we got a lot of content and good stuff planned for you today on ESPN Baton Rouge. So we're looking forward to having y'all with us all day today. All right, y'all have an awesome day, and we'll see you. Peace.